Markov Baron. I think that's game, right? Yeah, that's game. Ooh, okay. High Marshal Aguirre pulls it off. All right. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain J, and tonight we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do. Because we're visiting something that I love to visit. You know what I love. I love vampires. Oh, yes, I do. I love them so much. And as a matter of fact, in this new deck, Saint Elenda, we have some interesting callbacks to Ixalan and the vampire conquistadors back there. Some interesting throwback cards, because this is a vampire alchemy. Orzhov Vampire Alchemy, kind of aggressive. Not super aggressive, but aggressive enough that we have a couple of good combos here to create tokens and do other things with some of the new vampires in them, just to kind of showcase them and try them out. And some of the old vampires that I didn't use, like Legion Reconsecrator and our good friend High Marshal Aguirre. So yeah, we had some cool stuff in this one. But before we get down to it, I need you to do something for me, which is, of course, tenderly press that like button. Gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't press that like and subscribe button, well, you will be attacked with a like and subscribe. I mean, it's just gonna happen, guys. He's gonna rip you apart for not liking the video and subscribing to the channel, so you've got to do it today. Join us on a stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainej for all live streaming goodness. We'd love to have you there live and in person on Twitch. Or conversely, you could hit the bell and you'll be notified when we go live on YouTube. Yeah, because we stream on YouTube as well, and you don't want to miss that. You check out our Discord community for all latest news, information, post your decks, post memes, everything else is going to be right there. And of course, this deck and all the other ones that I build are going to be available down below on my AetherHub. However, AetherHub is acting up with Alchemy decks right now. I would recommend checking the description if they haven't fixed it yet. The copy of this deck will be in the description. So, what are we talking about? Well, we have a couple of fun tricks here. Kind of low-cost vampires until we hit the high ones. Helping Hand is going to be useful because a lot of our workhorse vampires are 3 or less and are really going to like to come back. So 1 white, sorcery, return target creature card mana 3 or less, graveyard to the battlefield. I'm not a big fan of return from the graveyard to your hand. I like him to get it right back. Even if it's tapped, I don't care. We just want the effect to go off. And it actually is very useful with a couple of these cards, which I'll show you here in a minute. Cut down. Okay, removal package. We're going to be running into mono red. We're going to be running into heist decks. We're going to be running a lot of stuff. We got to get the kills off. 3 cut downs, 3 bitter triumphs, and 2 go for the throats. Yes, it is that necessary to have that much butchery in it. We are vampires, after all. We must be merciless with our butchery. 8 removals, all said and done. Very much so. It's tough. It is. It's hard out there. If mono red gets a hold of you by turn 3, you're dead. So we need some weapons to be able to deal with that. If we can keep them suppressed for long enough, we actually have a chance of winning. So that's kind of our mono red tech. If you're not running mono red, you can swap out for some other stuff. That's fine. Of course, our favorite one drops here, Greedy Freebooter. He is going to be sacrifice fuel for us. Treasure and scrying. And a great way to sacrifice certain things for us so we can get more and more power. Vampires always need, shall we call it, cattle around to feed off of. So that is very important that we have him. Ichor Drinker right here. 1 black and 1 black, 1/1 lifelink Phyrexian vampire. Love it. Ichor Drinker is a 1/1 vampire lifelink, and then of course you can exile it from your graveyard for 1, and it incubates, it becomes a Phyrexian pod, and then the Phyrexian pod will explode out, which is very useful. So a lifelink, a vampire lifelink that can come back from the dead as a 2/2 Phyrexian artifact, not bad for a common card that's only cost 1 black. Bitter Triumph, that's fine, we know what that is already. Fanatical Offering, there's my man Vito. He's not in this deck because we're not really focusing on the high ends, we're doing a different high end. And we're not really trying for the veto tricks this time, but we do have 1 black and 1. Sacrifice a creature. or artifact and draw 2 cards and create a map token. Very, very useful. I like turn 1 Greedy Freebooter, turn 2 Fanatical Offering. That's going to be the trick right there. That gives us a treasure. It gives us 2 cards and a map token. Map tokens, of course, let you explore by sacrificing it for 1, paying 1 and sacrificing it, which can search for land or get a card off the top in a 1/1 counter. Extremely useful all around. The trick that I want to do with Fanatical Offering too, if you don't know, if someone is playing burn or removal or exile on one of your creatures, I just Fanatical Offering. I keep it open. If I have Fanatical Offering in my hand, I always try to make it ready to go because it's an instant. So if somebody wants to play Lightning Bolt on somebody, I just Fanatical Offering. I get the treasure out of it. They don't get to get their spell off. Go for the Throat. We talked about that. Just direct non-target non-artifact creatures. Here we go with our 3-drops. Our 3-drop vampires are going to be the workhorses of our thing. Here is Sanguine Evangelist, which is finding a home in more and more decks right now. 1 white and 2/2/1 Battlecry Vampire Cleric. Whenever Sanguine Evangelist enters the battlefield or dies, create a 1/1 black vampire. Create a black bat creature token with flying. So they're a vampire controller or bat controller right there. Probably a vampire bat. So getting a token is going to be extremely useful. And when it dies, it gets a token. Extremely useful. We really like that stuff right there. Battlecry means when it attacks, everyone gets +1. When you have a full board of vampires going in, it is extremely powerful to hit off with that, especially putting 1/1 in the sky and all that. Not a bad card to sacrifice either. I mean, it's a useful card to have in play, but if they're going to kill it, might as well sacrifice it. Here is Legion Reconsecrator. This is a Alchemy card. This is an Alchemy only card that I never got to play. I love the art on this with the dinosaur coming back to life and the conquistador, the female conquistador armor, black armor. 1 black and 2/3. Whenever Legion Reconsecrator attacks, exile up to 1 target creature from your graveyard. If you do, conjure a duplicate of that into your graveyard. The duplicate perpetually becomes a black skeleton with a base power and toughness of 3/1 in addition to its other color and types. Whenever Legion Reconsecrator dies, return 1 target creature with toughness 1 or more from your graveyard to the battlefield. This is extremely useful because toughness 1 is actually Greedy Freebooter or Icor Drinker. And then basically it's going to turn something into a skeleton and you can immediately bring it back. We have a lot of different plays we can do that with. I'm going to show you some stuff here. So when this dies, you can purposely bring back a different creature from the graveyard that you've already skeletonized. If we wanted to die on purpose, that's what we have a Fanatical Offering for right there. Here is Markov Baron, the 1/1 Convoke, the 2/2 Convoker. Other vampires you control with 1. It's a Vampire Lord. Lifelink Madness. If you discard it, you can play it for black and 2. Why would I ever discard it? Well, sometimes people might force you to discard it, or you could discard it with Bitter Triumph right there. Very, very useful. 1 black and 2, great stuff. We're going to have a lot of vampires on the board. We're going to want to make it more powerful, and we're going to want to gain that life. Here's another Alchemy only card right here. Not a vampire, but a human warlock, and one that I really wanted to play. The Pearl Collector. 1 black and 2, 3/3, Death Touch and Lifelink. Already good. A 3-drop, 3/3 with Death Touch and Lifelink. Already pretty decent. At the beginning of your post-combat main phase, if you gained 4 or more life this turn, conjure a card named Mox Pearl into your hand. This ability only triggers once. Probably the only time in my life I'll ever be able to play Mox Pearl, because I'm not going to spend $1,000 on it to put one in my other vampire decks. So we get to play this digital version, which is pretty cool. It costs 0 and it adds white. I think it's part of the Power 9, if I remember correctly, my Magic lore. It also has the ability of pay 1 life, another target creature perpetually gains lifelink. That means it doesn't gain lifelink until the end of turn. That card forever has lifelink. Even if it dies and comes back from the graveyard, it still has lifelink. It is on there for the rest of the game. Very, 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 very cool stuff right there. So all around a really cool Orzhov card to throw in with the vampires. Creature of the Schism, you know it, you love it. He belongs in every black deck. He is amazing. 1 black, 2/4. He's out of cut down range. He's out of burn range with that big heavy 4 toughness. Death Touch. Whenever Creature of the Schism attacks the player with the most life or tied for the most life, create a 1/1 vampire creature token with lifelink, and whenever he attacks when you have the most life or are tied, you draw a card and will lose 1 life. We like either of those. Putting 1/1 vampire creature tokens on the board or gaining cards, either of them are fine. I am fine with either of it. he is a fantastic one, and of course can be brought with Helping Hand back because he's very dangerous. So now we're going to get into the combination plays right here. Here's High Marshal Argyll. He is going to get us Vampire Demons. We have Argyle's Blood Feast, and the other one is the Argyle's Blood Feast turns into Temple of Aclazotz. So 1 black, 1 white, and 1 3/1. Whenever he dies, conjure a card named Argyle's Blood Feast onto the battlefield, and you may transform it. So it can actually turn immediately into Temple of Aclazotz. Or you can leave it as Argyle. This lets you pay 2 life and draw a card. If you have, at the beginning of your upkeep, you have less than 5, you may transform it. Now here's where this thing gets weird. If you put him into play and you have his Blood Feast and you have Temple of Aclazotz, so meaning you've transformed this and you have the enchantment and the artifact land out, or the legendary land out. Instead, if he dies, or if he comes into play, you get 2 4/3 white and black Vampire Demon tokens with flying. So the idea is to have him die and come back a bunch of times. How do we make him die and come back a bunch of times? Well, guess what? He's easy to get back with Helping Hand. Guess what he comes back with? Legion Reconsecrator. You don't even need to turn him into a skeleton to get Legion Reconsecrator, because his toughness is 1. So you can die, kill him, and keep coming him back. Keep running him into the opponent. Hit him, he dies. Block, he dies. Keep the cycle of death and life coming for him until you can. Every single time you start resurrecting him, you're making 4/3 demon vampire demon tokens with flying on the back end. Plus, you're gonna have Argyle's Blood Feast, and Temple of Aclazotz is a very cool card. I don't know if I can show it to you in this, because I'd have to change the whole format. I'd have to go to like Timeless or something like that. Temple of Aclazotz. I don't even know where it is. Anyways, the point is it adds 1 black mana. There it is, Argyle's Bloodfast, and there's the Temple of Aclazotz right there. So that's what it does. Temple of Aclazotz, 1 black, sacrifice a creature, you gain life equal to that creature's toughness. Very useful. That's what it is right there. So I had to change whole formats to show you that. So that is a really cool combination right there to do. Guess what we do with tokens? We have Campbell, Profiteering Mayor. He is a human advisor. He is Orzhov, 2/4, 1 black, 1/1/1. Whenever 1 or more tokens enters the battlefield under your opponent's control, you get 1 of those tokens. You create a tap token that's a copy of it. Whenever 1 or more tokens enter the battlefield under your control, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. So anytime anybody makes a token, you're going to gain a life and lose a life. And anytime you make a token, they're going to gain a life and lose a life. Why do we want that? Well, guess what? Greedy Freebooter, that's a token. Icor, that's a token. Sanguine Evangelist, that's a token. Pearl Collector's not a token. Preacher of the Schism, that's a token. A lot of different tokens that we can generate here, and a great way to gain and drain off the back and punish token players right there. Then we have Vona de Aedo, the Antifex, 2 black and 1 white and 2 menace, 4/2 vampire cleric knight. This is he has become the Antifex. He's essentially the anti-pope. When Vona de Aedo enters the battlefield, destroy target non-land token permanent, non-token permanent an opponent controls. Then you may discard a card. If you do, duplicate a copy of that permanent at any mana that you can cast. So he basically heists by killing. Look at that artwork. Amazing stuff right there. Vona promised a new beginning, but first demanded an ultimate end. He is up to some evil stuff. This is who the schism with. I think it's with Vona de Aedo and Saint Elenda, who says that vampirism is a gift or a curse that must be overcome, and you must become blessed again. So we have kind of a schism in the vampire world between these two theories. Now here's Saint Elenda, an alchemy only card. 3 white and 4. That's a 7-drop vampire cleric, 4/7 lifelink. Why do we want this? When it enters the battlefield, conjure a card from Saint Elenda's spellbook. You may cast this card without paying at the beginning of your end step. If you gain life at the beginning of your turn, you create an XX white avatar creature token, where X is the amount of life gained this turn. Amazing stuff. We have Faith's Fetters, we gain 4 life. Inspiring Cleric, we gain 4 life. Invoke the Divine, gain 4 life. Ritual Rejuvenation. So we get something in 4 life with any of these cards, and then we get to create a avatar token. Look at that thing. That is awesome artwork right there. Some sort of vampire goddess angel thing. Super cool. She's too expensive. Guess what? Discard her, turn her into a skeleton, and bring her back with Legion Reconsecrator. There's no reason that she needs to be a 4/7 and be that expensive. There's a lot of ways to do things. We can bring stuff back on the muscle either way. Very, very cool new cards. If you want to put more, if you want to put less, I just kind of wanted to try them out in one of my favorite vampire builds. 6 plains, 7 swamps, Caves of Coilos, Concern, Restless Fortress, and of course, Cavern of Souls. We look at the stats right here. We're not going to do Timeless. It is going to be an Alchemy only deck, guys. Sorry, Standard. You don't get any cool new vampires, not yet. 24 creatures altogether, 19 vampires, a little bit of humans, 10 instants, 2 sorceries, 23 lands altogether. Weirdly enough, I am creating some treasure, but 23 lands on a 24, still flooding. Doesn't matter what I do, I always flood. Here is the change deck layout right there. That's what it looks like. Destroy Evil, Get Lost, maybe a Queen's Bay Paladin. That's not a bad one to resurrect Saint Elenda from if you want. It's not a bad card. And maybe another Vona for your pleasure right there. So Get Lost and Destroy Evil are going to be our alternates. These are our expensive ones. We're really living at 1, 2, and 3 with pulling off some trick plays at 5 and 7 right there. That's what it looks like. That's what we're doing. A lot of cool alchemy cards. Listen, there's some great stuff in here. Yeah, so I hope you like it. I hope you like vampires. And I hope this encourages you to try some of the crazy new builds in alchemy and some of these new cards. Because if you're not, well, you're missing out on part of the game here, guys. Let's get into it. Saint Elenda, Alchemy Ring. Let's grind those diamonds. Leave a comment and tell me what you think. Loop turn 2 clapped R. There's a lot more card pool, and the shit gets real broken real fast. So watch out for that. Yes, I can dad voice my way out of pretty much everything. Listen, how you say? Yeah. I can dad voice all kinds of things. Boof, boof. I'm gonna choose the world. Preacher of the Chizm. I'm calling the police. Parentheses Trexodactyl. That's pretty good. I took your Toxic Dimir to Explorer and won 1 out of 3 games. That's oh yeah, I took my Toxic Dimir to Explorer and won 1/3 game. So it was, you're saying that it previously was very powerful, but putting in an Explorer made it less so. Is what you mean. Like, it got clapped. Toximic? Yeah. The toxicity of our cities. Eating seeds is a pastime activity. Disorder. Disorder. Somewhere between the sacred silence and sleep. Somewhere between the sacred silence and sleep. Disorder. Disorder. Alright, I will pay 3 life. I will do it. Wraith. Auto pay. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. The turn 2 Vein Ripper is turn 2 Vein Ripper is a son of a bitch, I'll tell you that much. Alright, so he wanted that thrown out irregardless of anything else. Oh, okay. Alright. So this is a Wraith, so it's going to trigger all the Wraith things multiple times. He's going to put Frodo down. I think we're going to kill Frodo with the... No. We'll do this. We'll do this. Get Kama Blades. Hey Jay, I've just received word that you have another deck with Freebooter. Yeah, I have. I'm doing it. Listen, he's going to go in any black deck that I want. And every black deck in the world. Maybe even decks that aren't even black. I'll start putting him in blue decks. I'll start adding him in mono red. Can't even play him. He's just in there. Ooh, he's doing me real good like this. Okay, so we're going to anti-fex him here. Boom, 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 boom. Call, 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 call. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. You love to see it. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Yeah. No trample, though. That's a shame. How much damage do I need to do? Oh, I only need to block the ring bearer. Alright, fantastic. Yep, that's what I thought. Trexodactyl. Freebooter deserves to be in every black deck. I can witness Cookies tries to take you to court. Thank you, man, for the backup. Shout out to Trexodactyl. Magic, there are some crazy ways to get OTKs, but they're very rare and expensive and don't always work correctly. So let's buy a pack just for the lulls. You guys remember when people used to do things for the lulls? Last Alchemy pack I'm probably gonna grab here. Let's see. And here's a golden boy too. Yeah. Alchemy Thunder Junction. What do we got in here? Ooh, a mythic rare. What do we got? Jesse Zane, Fanebringer. Oh my goodness. Alright, so what do we got? Boom, boom, boom. Obeka. Nice. 2 Golgari lands. Well, I guess it really likes Golgari. Topor Orb. First, another big score. Okay. Nice. Alright. No, Cookies, silencers go on guns. You don't shoot guns at silencers. I think you have that backwards there. What's up, Trax? You know your howdy saying hello has never made more sense than now. It's never made more sense. The weird fucking hand here. Alright, we'll do it. World. Yeah, so Magic has a lot of different things going on. That's the biggest thing, is it's just got a lot going on. It's a fun game, but if you want to play Standard or Alchemy, it's pretty fun. He's just got planes. Put down Sanguine. Boom. Alright. Black. Who's he gonna hit? He's gonna hit somebody. You can't help it. Virtue Resistance. Yeah, that makes another guy. That makes another dude. Let's play Markov. Boom. We want a big life differential right there. That's the good stuff. We'll have to sacrifice somebody with Fanatical. You might play removal on Markov. Or if he doesn't, you can Kaya Spirit's Justice. Surveil, create a spirit token. Okay, so actually we're going to put down Pearl Collector here. I think we got to throw the full force and we got to do that. I don't think we can let her live, for real though. Boom, boom, boom. Pearl Collector gets made. Drop the Mox. Might have a board wipe here. We'll see. Hardcore Drinkers come back. Or he's just doomed. Yeah, I mean, there are times where I'm very much tempted to go back to historic or timeless, and I'll have a fun game or two, and then somebody will pull some sort of insane mono red or multicolor explosion, like absolute wild madness on me, and I go, oh yeah, okay, I get it, I remember now. Yeah, this sucks. So that's kind of my problem is I'll be having fun, and then I'll hit a game that is just awful. So it's not even really about like, oh, something's gonna happen or anything like that. It's just that I'll remember that things suck. He's out of there. I've done the hammer. There used to be a thing that used to automatically attach equipment, and I've colossal hammered. Like the turn 2 colossal hammer crazy combo. I've pulled a couple of those off. Ruin crabs, yeah, man. That's that. I'll be like, man, remember the angels? Remember Resplendent Valkyrie or Righteous Valkyrie? You guys remember? You guys remember Vito? Oh, those were fun. Embercleave, and then I'll be like, oh, Settle the Wreckage. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, I don't want to play this anymore. Nostalgia's a hell of a drug. Wow, man, I miss Righteous Valkyrie. I hope she gets a reprint so I can play her in Standard again. Disorder. This kind of sucks. I'm gonna mulligan this. Got sack tap by a million minions of the mighty. Yeah. And it's fun to think about the old combo cards, what they'd go into. But like the main reason that I would want to play a legacy format is for the pleasure of revisiting some of the old cards. And the reason other people want to play legacy formats is to turn 2, turn 3 destroy everyone. So we have very different agendas in mind about what we are approaching the game for. You know, that I think is the problem. I'm like, hey, I want to remember some of these old cards and dust off a classic deck. Look at my old Boros equipment deck. That sure was fun. And then the other guy across the table's like, I want to fucking get 50 dragons on the board turn 2. Exactly. And it's like, okay, we clearly have different agendas here. We're very different people. So yeah, I drew really bad because this is Wall of Fire. It's gonna make me auto lose. I'm not allowed past Wall of Fire recently, so just so you know. Just so you all know. He's playing Resurrector. He's playing Legend Resurrector, which is impossible to beat, essentially. Functionally impossible to beat. Alright, we'll put down Vampire, High Marshal, Agari. Boom. Alright. Look at this time capsule of a deck. I can yeah, exactly. There you go. Exactly. I condensed the 1,000 years of violence into that. So this guy is, yeah, he's running Resurrector Legends, which is I have no answer for. I drew really badly the first two hands. So he's going to pull 6 cards off the top of his deck. We'll transform it, sure, why not? Doesn't really matter. Look at that. Wonderful. Galta comes in, he gets to get a free one. We're just going to go ahead and go. 2 bad hands immediately. 2 bad hands immediately, and that's what it'll cost you. And that's the price of doing business. I have probably hit 1 away from Diamond 2. I think this is the 4th or 5th time that I've hit it. And just each time I get matched with a monster deck, and I get a shit hand. It's so, you know, you take that disconnect like that. You can usually check Discord, and I'll be on Discord talking. The Nightwater, yes. Oh, look who it is. It's Greedy Freebooter. I'm going to keep this hand. Oh, I like this hand. Forsaken Miner. 'Cause I will wait for you. Is this Skelebros? I'm gonna be mad if this is Skelebros. No, it's Heisting. Man. Guess Heisting just gonna be taking over. We'll pay 3 life. Shit. You're not gonna surprise me with that shit, bro. I know what that thing does. Thank you, man. I liked Gruul Hydras too. That was a pretty good deck, I have to say. Boom. Boom. Helping Hand. Sure, yeah. Vampire. There we go. Voja do Crocodile. The Voja do Crocodile. Gruul Hydras is a fun one, man. Yeah, that was pretty good. I like that one. I think it could probably be refined a little bit more. But I definitely like the whole concept. It's fun. All right, we can block that with that. Boom. Create a whatever. Build that Naya deck. Oh, Legion Reconstructor. Okay. Boom. Discard you. Boom. Boom. Hey. So we'll play Legion Reconstructor and Helping Hand. Lootmonger, very nice. Forsaken Miner. He'll ping himself for 1 with that. If he does it. Yeah, he's going to. We'll do Sanguine Evangelist. Oh, he stole 1. Okay, so, well, we don't need to now. We can do that. Well, we can do 1 off the top. Why not? Boom, boom. There you go. Who's he gonna kill? Go in, no blocks. Take the 1, take the 2. Must not have something here. What does he got? He's got cut down. Boom. Boom. Let's return. Let's return Ichor Drinker, just in case. Yeah. Didn't like that. Okay. Oh, nope. He didn't get it in. Alright. Build that deck with Naya sometimes, +1 counters with all we want. Yeah, it's not bad. It's pretty fun. Boom. Alright, fantastic. Them. So I can't put out, they're not going to be popular on my channel, number one. And number two, they are going to, they're just generally going to not do well. So if I'm putting out a Naya build every week, they're just going to do real bad because I know what people like on my channel. People don't watch my channel for triple color. They always perform poorly. I wish it wasn't the case, but people go to Sways for triple color. They want the triple color king on the case, you know what I mean? Right, so we're gonna swing in, bang in. So I do want to make some Naya builds, but Gruul, in my opinion, is more popular than Naya. Venerated. With no mana, look at that. Oh no, he's there. Alright, Phyresis Roach. Let's put down Campbell. Boom. No attacks. Restless Fortress, High Marshal Aguilera. I want to do a Naya build, but I gotta be tactical about it. Hey, what's up, Chris Harmon? I gotta be tactical about my Naya builds. Like the Trex deck that I made when I did the Dinos Are Back deck. It was a Naya deck, and it had a Naya card in it. Technically, it was a Naya deck. I just advertised it as Gruul, and it probably did twice as good as it would have done as a Naya, just because people are like, oh, Gruul Dinos. And as soon as you get triple colors in, people go, oh, that's expensive, the land base. You know, they just, it's just not their thing. So, and listen, I don't blame them a lot of the times. You know, it's complicated. This is the worst fucking thing that's ever happened. This is fucking miserable here. Legion Reconsecrator. Blorange. Well, we don't know if we're going to get triple colors. That's going to be the real no pun intended wild card. If we get some Triumph support, it's going to be easy. I don't know if we will or not. We haven't got Triumph support in a while. That's the big thing too, is that Triumph support has been a long time coming. Yeah, there is a great amount of double lands if you have the investment for it. That's the trick. Hit. He's just gonna let me hit. He let me hit, bros. Always good when that happens. Bum 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 bum. Pyresis Roach might swing on me. He doesn't have any removals yet. Let's do that. Gonna hit. Oof. Yes. I'll never own a home, but I can play Domain. Yeah. Do you think they will reprint the old double lands that come in and tap 2 or more? Choose a legendary I wish to keep. That one. Boom. Maybe. Well, we are getting check lands. We're getting check lands, so if you have, like, it's a black-blue, and if you have a swamp in play, it comes in on tap. So we're not getting those versions, but we are getting some check lands. So that's confirmed. I think Bloomborough that's confirmed coming out. It's going pretty good, Mr. Harmon. This dude is very sweaty. He is just pouring sweat off his face. Oh, he's gonna do that. Just put the dross on him. Boom. Transform. Decline. Draw land. Okay. Sultai Toxic. I know, my man's doing big stuff here. Woof. He's got to be careful, though. Boom. 6 toxic. Creature this cousin. I have to take the risk to draw a removal off the top here, I think. That's the smart move right there. Boo, 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 boo. All right. So that happened, which is pretty cool. We're going to push him in. My graveyard. Hit. Boom. No. Markov Baron. I think that's game, right? Yeah, that's game. Ooh, okay. High Marshal Aguirre pulls it off. All right. No, not Aguirre. Argyle. High Marshal Argyle pulls it off. Nice. Very nice. Extra slice for the mice. Oh my god, I filled up my vault progress. Congratulations to me. I needed it too. I'm low on rares. The worst control decks, the most broken stuff to get into. It's probably going to be easier time getting into Mythic. I don't think I'll go this many into Mythic to try to get in there. But that Diamond 2 is exclusive club, man. Only the biggest sweats in the world can get in there. That's a mulligan. I'll actually take this. You know why? Yeah, I'll take it. Keep. We'll drop a Legion Consecrator. Drop that. Drop that. Hardest. The most hard. Forsaken Miner. This is probably going to be a heist deck, so we'll hold off on our cut down. Probably going to lay a red or a blue, or it's going to be skeletons. We'll take the hit. Oof. My turn. Cavern of Souls. We'll say Vampire. Probably Preacher's going to get smacked in the head here, but no, he didn't get smacked in the head. Surprising. I don't trust him not to do some shit, man. I don't trust him not to fucking do some shit. There's Deep Cavern. You'd probably take Cut Down. Oh, interesting. Okay, what else we got? I'm okay with him playing a removal on me here. Because I can res it. I hope he actually kills Preacher this game. That'd be pretty good. Put down Campbell and then Helping Hand, or we can anti-fex somebody. For, was it Sheldred? Going for it. I'm gonna take the 2. Boom. What's he doing here, man? He's literally doing nothing. Face down card. Okay. Let's do Campbell. Sacred Evangelist. Hit. Pop. I think that's going to be a skeleton. I think it's going to be that, the big bone man. I think that's the only thing. He's going to try to flip the skeleton down. 5. Geese of the Hellraiser. Yeah, that's what he's going for. Tron Cat out of there. All right, we're comboing too much out right there. I was gonna swing it with Preacher and then res Preacher with the other one. All right, guys, here's attempt number 15 on Wall of Fire. Ooh, leveled up. Let's open this pack. Maybe it'll trick the algorithm into thinking we spent money in the store. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Mirage Mesa. Hey, who up Colossaling the Red Worm right now? I'm surprised I didn't have 4 of those already. Shocking. Honestly, if it's a dude who quits immediately, I wouldn't be mad. No, of course it's a mythic numbered guy. Okay. Great. Oh man. Honestly, my honest reaction. Wow. Oh, man. It's not bad, but I feel like it's 50-50. It could come up so much worse. Well, fine. I'm overthinking it. I'm overthinking it, guys. I'm on the play. Whatever. That helps. Priest, what's he gonna grab off the top? He's gonna get real good here. Flying Indestructible, Haste, Lifelink. Okay. I'm in Pakal. No blocks. Ping. Okay. Naya. Tough Naya build right here. Lurker Bat, that's a good one. Raid, not a bad one either. Let's do that. Brutal hit right there. Bum, 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 bum. Gain a life. No attacks and turn. And he joins up. 5 damage to somebody. Who's he doing? Block that. Block that. Like that. Absolutely fucking beat the shit out of me here. Decline. Told you guys. Wall of Fire, unbeatable. Wall of Fire is fucking unbeatable here, man. Wall of Fire, absolutely fucking unbeatable. You can't be done. You'll absolutely get fucking steamrolled on Wall of Fire, man. Every single time. It's just That's the story of the night. I played a wall of fire, and then I go back. And then I played a wall of fire, and I go back. It's wild. Like, that's probably the 6th time, I think. I'll have to check. What's causing me to lose is that I get insane aggro matchups immediately whenever I hit them. I hit fucking mythic player number 85, and he beats the fuck out of me. Is what causes me to lose. It's not a mystery. It's not a fucking mystery. Is the dude plays a fucking, I get hit with a fucking A1 Kino fucking high caliber deck every single time that's aggroing out like a motherfucker and is perfect on the draw. Here's the thing, it's not even close. Like, whenever I hit wall of fire, it's not even close. It's not even a close game. The dude's gonna fucking walk all over me. He's gonna absolutely fucking he's gonna fucking dominate you. Dominate me. Dominate you too. Maybe you do too. Yeah, that's the thing. Just walking it, just in general. Yeah, when you get tilted, of course, it hurts when you get tilted, and it's hard to figure out what the problem is. Sometimes you gotta walk away. That is true. It's a good advice for pretty much any video game. Come back and do it with fresh eyes. I've done that in Soulsborns so many times where I'm struggling on a boss. I forget it for the rest of the day, and then I go back and crack it out on the first guy. Go for nice. Your face to face with the man who sold the world. Do 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 do. Pretty much only a flame sweep is going to keep him alive here. See if he's got it. Brotherhood's End would real fuck me up bad. Blazing Crescendo, he's going in. Monstrous Rage is going in. And flipping it for 9. So I got to block 9. So we gain life on that one. Gain life on that one. No. 9 and 3. Boom. I'm pretty sure this will kill him. So that's what I'm talking about. I never get a game like that on Wall of Fire, where I just, you know, it's not even close. Like, we really hit him hard. I did like that game. All right, last attempt. Maybe it'll be easy, maybe it'll be hard. We're gonna find out right now. We're all gonna make it, boys. Send me your good vibes. Zavert's put in a word with the Supreme Mythic Council, the one above all. who sits above the table. Give me the old nod. Give me the old cap tip. Be like, let him in. Let him in. Not even a mythic, but just Diamond 2 in general. Ops goes first. Yeah, would have been nice if I went first, but hey, we got some plays here at the very least. Oof. Oof. Not drawing any mana here. Boop, boop. You mean WotC has the context he used before he worked there? What's my dude do? He's got fucking mana screwed? Is that what's happening with my dude here? Alright, guys. This could be it, man. My man's not drawing any mana. Shelter's Edict. Legion Necromancer. No, I don't need him yet. Markov Baron. We did it, guys. Such heights have never been reached. And at the end of the day, the world is in fact a vampire. Never didn't have it. Thanks, Xavritz. Ting! Let me see if I get my VTuber to wink. There you go. Did it work? I just want one eye to close. It's not working. All right. Well, we got the Saint Elenda up. We dragged that chick's ass all the way up Mythic. Well, not Mythic. I'm thinking I hit Mythic rank. I'm so excited. We dragged them up. Diamond to Diamond 2, which I haven't hit yet. So yeah, good stuff right here. It's got the new stuff. It's got the old stuff. It's vampires. It's pretty fun. It works well. I mean, it's got a good win rate. You know, overall, 71% on the play. So that's as much as I can tell you for tonight, guys. We're almost there. We're in shooting range of Mythic rank, and I'm excited about that. I've been Jay Villain, and you've been great. Bye-bye.